This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their Jaguars going up against the Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis as we hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are in state-of-the-art US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Bortles now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And some space here. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They keep it with Henry, where losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to...
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 4th down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch.
And zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was in the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And this Jacksonville Jaguar defense, Charles, they have a lot riding on the youngster Jalen Ramsey.
As you well know, he was my #1 player coming out of the 2016 draft. I loved his versatility. The big question mark, is he enough of a ball hawk? Didn't have very many interceptions in college, but boy, he does everything else that you want. Runs, hits, wraps up on his tackles. He's going to start on the corner for the Jaguars.
Hackenberg looks to throw it. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Patriots.
And now here's a carry heading left. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also plies his trade as a linebacker. And Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked at about the 6-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And maybe he exposed the ball a little too much there on the sneak. They wind up jarring it loose. They go all the way in for the score on the other side.
But when you take the ball into a pile of bodies, that mass, anything can happen. Even if you're trying to protect it well, sometimes it pops free, and you're exactly right. Big scrum, and then someone emerged and went the other way.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Hackenberg on first down. He's got Watkins on the out route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Hackenberg on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over.
On third down, Hackenberg. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first down throw for Hackenberg. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know.
And this is taken in at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
They took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play and make it a really nice tackle.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on third down, Bortles firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes able
to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Henry.
Type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Bortles. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Hackenberg. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
Under 10.
Hurry up high now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Hackenberg going up top. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Now Hackenberg. He's got time. He's going to take another shot here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, Hackenberg. And that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Detroit.
Hackenberg on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he'll go on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Hackenberg. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And he motions the wide receiver. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he fires one incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Detroit! Watching that, Barney! Over! Let's go! This is our time. Right here. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
On play action, it's Hackenberg. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an offset eye. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
All right, here we go. Green, 30. Check. Watch you now, Barney. Wide. Get wide. Watch you now, Barney.
Second down, Hackenberg. That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll come out in the pistol. Henry out of the pistol. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Sharif Floyd makes a stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. With Hackenberg. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Dante Fowler in on the stop. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
To throw, Hackenberg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. In motion right is Robinson. Bortles. They set up the screen for Henry. Pushes over him.
Now that's just not right.
A good pickup there, a 22.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set. And guess what? They drop the football.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Here we go now. Three, Leopard. Leopard. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Go. Set. Green. Leopard. Hey.
Oh, surprise. Hackenberg looks to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 40 yards. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for him. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And this looks to probably be the final play. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been